Alright, so today we are going to work on using algebra tiles. So these are going to be all of our equations that we're going to do. We're going to start with 2x plus 4, and the x plus 4 is in parentheses. So first we're going to transfer that over to our next slide, into our text box here. So then we don't have to keep looking back and forth. So this means that we need to make two groups of this equation. So there's going to be two groups of x, 1, 2, and then two groups of 4. So bring this over here. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to set it up all nice and pretty. And then there, we have now made two groups of 4. So this makes for us 2x plus 8. All right, and now for our next one, it's going to be 3, and then in parentheses, negative x plus 2. So we're going to put that in our text box again over here so that we can see what we're doing. We're going to put this bad boy back. This one's going to take a break. And we're not exactly sure how many of these we're going to need. So we're just going to get rid of all of those. All right, so we're going to make 3 groups of negative x. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, and then we need to make 3 groups of positive 2. Oh, I don't know what happened there. So there's one group of positive 2. We're going to copy that. 2 groups of positive 2. And 3 groups of positive 2. So that takes us to negative 3x plus 2, 4, 6. Next, we go to 2, in parentheses, 2x plus 1. Oops, I forgot to copy that over. All right, so we're going to put our negative x back and our positive. All right, so we need 2 groups of 2x. So here's one group of 2x, and there's 2 groups of 2x. And now we need 2 groups of positive 1. So there's one group of positive 1, and then there's 2 groups of positive 1. So that leaves us with 4x, plus positive 2. Now we're going to be multiplying binomials. So that our first problem with that is going to be 3x plus 2, and then x plus 3. So we're going to go down to this one now. And we're going to copy this so that we remember what we're doing. Because sometimes I forget what I'm supposed to be multiplying before I get back here. All right, so we need 3 x's. And I'm going to stick this one on top. That's going to bother me. There, that's better. And need 2 more of those. So this is going to be just like our base 10 problems that you guys did when you were younger. There we go. Or that I did when I was in college. And I still am in college, but yeah. So then it's positive 2 up there. And positive 3 over here. Oops. I'm totally good at technology all the time. Okay. So x times x will bring us 2x. And there's another 2x, because x times x is still 2x. And another one, because x times x is still x to the second. Right, and now we have x times 1. So that will bring us 1x and 2x's. And now it's going to be x times 1 again. So here we're going to copy this one and move it down. There we go. And then it's going to be positive times positive. Or no, I lied. It's going to be a few more of these. Alright, so I decided to just pause it and do the rest of it behind the scenes. So we end up with 3 sets of x squared, 11 x's, and 9 1's. Alrighty, so how we figure that is that if it's next to a red, then the red wins. But if it's next to 2 reds, then it becomes blue. Now we're going to set up for our last problem. 2x minus 3, and that's in one set of parentheses, times 3x plus 4, and that's in a second set of parentheses. So we have a 3x up here. So we are just going to move our negative over here. And we're going to actually scooch them down a little bit so we have room for another x. Alright, so we were able to keep the x squares that we've had so far, but we get to add 3 more now because it's 2x and 3x. So now we're going to multiply these x's times these positives. So that means that we're going to continue to have our blue positive x's for a little bit here. And just situate them just right. And then scooch some new ones over here. There we go. And it's going to be x times a negative now. So now we need to go and get one of these negative x's that apparently I deleted. Whoopsie. Because it's next to a red, it has to be red. There we go. And we'll situate that one just right. Then copy. And there we go. Now, since it's going to be next to negative numbers, it's the ones are going to be negative. So now we will make that happen. And now we're going to write our answers. So what we ended up with is, let's count up our x's squared. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6x to the second power. And now we're going to see how many pairs we can make. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 negative x's, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positives. So that leaves 1 negative x. So minus x. And there's only negative ones, so we'll count up our negative ones. Oh, actually, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, meaning that is going to be a negative 12. And there we go.